Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but my spirit's want me to go live, and it's 6:36 on the motherfucking clock. Oh, that's why I didn't ding, because I had my lip chap in it. I'm really just now unpacking everything. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna let a couple people get on here. What's up, my bitch? I know your hair cute. CC in this bitch. Bitch, I never get on live. I'm finna read these hoes to filth look here, so these hoes better get fucking ready. But I'm really just on here cause I ain't been on here in so long. My account been banned. Like, how they gonna ban a queen from the palace? What the fuck? But yeah, let me turn this on. Do I want to do this on live? I'm really trying to fill out this live energy because it's really been a minute, and it's been a minute since I did like a collective live video. Shit, wow. Straight off the dome, straight off the spirit. But we finna cut some vibes on. Set the tone. Cause I'm just like, dang, I can record this video and upload it and post it, or I can just I'm really being called to be present as fuck with how I connect with spirit. And a lot of people don't get to see me like be in the acts of it. And some people might even think that like I'm a fake or like whatever the case is, but I'm just really being called to come to the forefront. So, yeah. But we finna put on some heart opening. Excuse me. Something is not wanting me to speak. We're about to play some heart opening Reiki sounds. Okay, so be love. Oh yeah. I honestly, I feel like midway, I think I'm going to shuffle through some songs and just really like vibe, and it might be some things that resonate also. So this is love, Reiki. I am love. I am worthy of love. Love embodied. Only love meets me because I am love. The fuck? We have our amber incense going. Really just setting in the mood and the vibes. And honestly, I was thinking about doing this message this morning. But I felt like I was putting myself on a time thing or something. But I got home today. No one is home. Me and my pup. The energy is a little clearer. No interruptions. Yeah. So I was pulled to take out my notepad because I feel like I'm going to be writing down a couple messages too as I bring down these codes that spirit wants me to bring down. So yo, you're gonna get it cracking, get it popping, spirit. And thank you for choosing me, for allowing me to open this space, to to be open in this space. This is the safest space where you can come and be yourself. So I thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. All that are supporting. Angels of the white light. Guide me. Support me in bringing down these messages. Thank you. Oh, shit. I be cussing this shit. Some people know that. Sorry, whoever is watching this. You do not condone in cursing. You shouldn't watch this. This is not for you. Okay. Gotta get grounded in this energy. We're gonna get it right. Some dice. Feeling 4 and 8. We have 3, 8, 8, so 8, and 2. So we have 6. Double 8, 2. So we still ended up pulling 4 and 8. So this energy that we are tapping into is really grounded, really stable, very supportive, you know. I don't do love readings. That's not the energy that I tap into. Even though I am love, I don't do that just because I don't do that for myself, so I'm not going to do that for others. Everything that I do for myself, therefore I can do for others. But recently, so these cards that I am about to lay out are cards that I have been guided to for like months, like before this year. I guess I had not released enough or let go enough to really bring down this message. I was not clear enough. But I guess now I'm clear, more conscious of my why. Alright? But the love is here, you guys. The love has always been here. But I feel as though the shift that we're coming into is so hard not to see it, the love. And then if people are going against the love or rejecting it, it's just, you have to let that shit go. And rejecting the love in the sense of like rejecting it within themselves, like you can tell an energy that is letting themselves go. On an emotional scale, like an energetic scale, like, are you taking care of yourself? Like, do you have a routine? Okay, I'm not saying that you have to be perfect, but the structure, like I say, like how grounded are you in yourself? You know, so rooting ourselves in love, you know what I'm saying, has brought, again, I only speak from personal experiences, so I can say that grounding myself in love for myself has brought that love into my space, into my field, for real. You hear what I'm saying? Real motherfucking spiritual love. Okay? People that are connected to this collective is destined for you to be in love. Okay? You are lovable. You are worthy of love. You are loved. I love you. Okay? So, accepting. So, I'm gonna be real. This morning I had brushed across the shoulders. Somebody could be brushing shoulders with somebody, like that they might meet somebody and be like, oh, you know. Anyway, so I brushed across the cards this morning because I wasn't thinking about doing no damn video. But I brushed across the cards, and the cards that were at the top were spiritual love and romance in the air. And I was just like, Spirit really wants me to speak on the love first? Like, damn. But, I mean, why not? So we have the motherfucking lily, bitch. We got the lily. Lilies are my favorite. Like, and I understand why. I understand why. Like, we magnetize what we are. Like, what we gravitate towards, like, we are that. So yeah, spiritual love, lily. These are the tea cards, tea oracle cards, tea leaf cards, sorry. Then we have the rose. Lilies and roses. A bouquet. Okay. Romance is in the air. And then we have the 4. Okay. Romance, spiritual love. Alright, and from here we're gonna build. Okay. We already have the foundation. The foundation is loving yourself consistently. Okay, because sometimes we fuck around and think that just because we did a week worth of shit that is good, you supposed to stop. Like, no, you keep going, you keep dedicating. That's why I'm advocate for routine, bro. And I've learned that though the routines aren't the same every day, but I make sure every morning I have my coffee. I take my dog out. I meditate, I pray, I stretch, I dance, I flow. If I do that every day, that makes me happy. That is what brings me peace. That is what brings me joy. I make my bed. Like, those little things, like, the little things are the biggest things. Okay? I think we're so programmed to feel like we have to chase shit. Like, we don't have to chase anything. We really can sit back, rest, for real. Like, grant us the will to rest. Like, we can do that for ourselves. I know I did, because I pay attention to my nervous system. Okay, if I want to rest, if I'm being called to rest, if I'm being called to sit still and I don't sit still, Mother is gonna sit me the fuck down. God is gonna sit me down. And really, I'm gonna really have to sit down. I'm really gonna have to rest. And I'm be feeling like I'm on my damn deathbed, okay? Well, I just heard 6 of Swords. Okay, let's keep this shit going. So, and it's so crazy. I have the 6 of Cups right here. So 6 is very, well, I pulled 6 first. 6 is very significant as well. 6 of Cups. Okay. Nostalgia. So when we come back to ourselves, when we come into loving ourselves, it's going to feel familiar. Though it's going to be a little confusing because we ain't never been here before. Like, the energies, there's an energy that's allowing us to be our most authentic self and to tap into that energy and, like, talk our shit and show up and create shit. You peep what I'm saying? And it's like a long-term energy. Like, if you are part of this collective, it's not too late. If you're not a part of this collective, I don't really know what to tell you. You could. There are possibilities. If you believe, you can, you will. Okay? It's all about your faith. Faith of the mustard seed. That's been hella significant. I've been saying it a lot. I'm gonna give me a necklace. I'm gonna make a necklace with a mustard seed. It's super little, but that is symbolic of how much faith you really need to have to do the things that you really are passionate and want to do. Okay? So yes, memories, healing, comfort, steady gain, pleasure after hardship. So through this journey, I look for the pain. I look for the pain. Like, I look towards, like, the hardship because I know what comes. Like, I get hella optimistic, and yeah, I just get really hella optimistic because I just know. I've seen that cycle happen so much to where now I don't stress. Oh, my hand is itching. It's so abundant. Steady gain. Okay? Oh, and let me tell you, it's going to be consistent because we've been consistent with the work. Like, and though it's painful, though we are going to go through certain lessons that will mold and shape us into the, I was going to say godly, earthly, holistic beings that we are, okay? I'm nature. I speak for nature. I speak on behalf of love and the energies. So, we also have the High Priestess, the Hermit, I actually laid these out, and we're gonna lay it all out. We're laying it all out until the sun goes down. So, boom, we in that mode. High Priestess. Okay, we in that mode, but we have to go into Hermit to get into that mode. Like, we really have to be consistent with sitting still, being present with self. Going through the darkest motherfucking nights and shit. Like, I'm a night warrior, bro. Like, I be in that hoe. Doing all the shits, okay? Just to get here. Just to get peace. Just to be graceful. Just to be royal. Just to hone in on the gifts. Okay? Okay? It gets lonely at the top. It's lonely when you are in your High Priestess, you're in your star, you're in your your mind. And a constant too. Motherfuckers could be getting sick too. If you don't, even if you listen, you gonna get sick. The sickness is really, our bodies only know how to respond in so many different ways. Okay, this is how our bodies communicate with us. Like right now, I got some sinus shit going on right now, but I know my herbs. I know the things that I need to do to keep being this version, to keep showing up, to keep being. So, we on a motherfucking tea right now, okay? This is a special tea. We floating. Okay? So yeah, it's best to rest and relax. I just came back from vacation, okay? I rested, I relaxed, I had fun, and we can take that energy and we can embody that energy for ourselves. Like, it doesn't have to be a vacation. We can make vacation here. Vacation can be here. My space is an oasis. I feel calm, I feel serene. If I want to hear some beach sounds or some birds, I create the reality so I can do that. Alright, we have the 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. And then I said double 8s and then the double 8s. Alright, here. Double 8s. The 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords. So this is the thing. During this hermit, I'm gonna be real. The money gets a little funny. Motherfuckers get frustrated, okay? Niggas is asking you for shit. You used to be one of the motherfuckers that could give and do, but now you are not that motherfucker. You are not him or her. You're not this season, buddy. So that shit can be frustrating. We have the 7 of Wands coming after the 8 of Swords. Frustrations, hella frustrations, okay? But it becomes hella frustrating if we're not tapped into the intuition. If we're not tapped into the 7, okay? So we have to really, really hone in on our spirit, on our hearts, so that we can really get to the soul bag. We are getting to the soul bag, okay? We are at this point where we can look ourselves in the mirror and tell ourselves that we are abundant and I am rich in spirit. Nothing can tell me differently. I know who I am. You can be that if you want to. Okay? So, money losses. We have the 5 of Cups. I already said that. Then we have the World. You're gonna come into after you come out of your frustration season. I can't really tell you. I could probably give you. Thank you, Spirit. I could probably give you some insight. January, February, March, April, May, June. It could happen in June. We got the 6 highlighted. Or it could have already happened in April. It could happen in June. Up into August. The 21st is significant. So, so yes, this is when that new beginning. That is when the frustrations begins to end. New opportunities will start to pop up out of no fucking where. And that's when you know that you're coming into your rebirth. When you're coming into new beginnings and new opportunities. You'll start having new ideas. Like, literally, the shit is just, you've been in your hermit really honing in on your frustrations, on your traumas, figuring out the deepest, darkest shits ever. Really honing in on this shit for real, because it's possible. You're going to see the world. You will be able to embody everything that your heart, that you've worked so hard for. Because I'm gonna be real, everything that I've worked hard for, it came out of me sitting still, sitting in the dark, and really dealing with that shit, journaling, whatever the fuck. The medicine definitely guided me along the way. But, you know, everything is different for everyone. So, you know, listen to your spirit will guide you. The money gonna start rolling in, okay? We got the motherfucking Ace of Pentacles. And this is when it got exciting for me, when I was just like going over the cards, because I'm just like, bro, like, there is order and form in this process. If we really believe that there is order to, like, the things, the madness that's happening around us, like, we can really get a better grasp, or we can really accept that life, it can really be simplified. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shit might get frustrating as fuck, but at the end of the day, like, we know that there is something greater coming. There are, once we realize how rich we are in spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to, like, we really have to believe this shit, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? When them new opportunities start coming in, that's when, you know, you're into your new era. Or I guess when people say, like, you're going through a rebirth, like, you're shedding, okay? And money gonna start fucking rolling in, okay? It's only gonna happen when you believe. Like, I can't tell a motherfucker when some money gonna fucking come in, okay? But I know what the energy feel like. I can do you a reading. I'm gonna send you a link. But yeah, if you feel connected to, I guess, the energy that I'm putting out, you get what I'm saying? I'm going through a massive fucking rebirth, and I realized that when I started to rest more, and I started to pay attention to, like, what my body was fucking telling me, I was also allowing spirit to speak to me. I was allowing God to speak to me. I started to want to go outside and just really be one with nature. Like, just really fucking connect. Like, we so fucking disconnected as a collective. It's fucking crazy. And we don't know how to stay off our motherfucking phones. I'm sorry. On a tangent. Like, we really gotta get intentional. Like, you on your phone all day, you need to be making some motherfucking content. Literally. Anything. But yes, the money gonna start rolling in. And you'll really have, like, a clearer headspace to really plan and organize. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I had to really ground myself so that I can start planning, organizing, getting more structure, routines and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to travel. I just came back from traveling. But if you're not organized, even a little bit, that alone is going to be wild as fuck. That shit gonna be crazy as fuck. From packing to just going to the fucking airport, like, just being around in new environments, you know what I'm saying? Shit gonna shift, and you're gonna have to be able to know how to plan, okay? So you're also gonna have, like, hope. Like, you're gonna be more hopeful. Like, once you come out of, like, your frustrating ass situations, when those opportunities, there's going to be an opportunity, somebody or something, or I don't know, you're going to see something on a billboard, something. There's going to be an opportunity that's connected to what your heart, what God has for you. Like, and I know when things is meant for me and is wrapped in God, if it ain't wrapped in God, I can't deal. I can't. It don't feel love. If it don't feel like love, I don't want nothing to fucking do with it. If it don't feel like community, I don't want shit to do with it. Because what the fuck is we doing? We just out here aimlessly connecting with motherfuckers and really not becoming more vulnerable. We're not vulnerable enough. So yeah. So we have this King of Cups. Gentle, emotional, shy. It's a man, you know what I'm saying? a lot of men feel like they can't be emotional, or some women may tell men that, you know, you're too emotional, you know, that shit may be looked at like it's like you gay or something. And that really is sad. That shit is sad, because men deserve to express how they feel at all times. But that's probably why, that could be a part of why, like, you could be frustrated, because you can't express, you're not in environments that are allowing you to express yourself emotionally. That creates blockages and stagnancy within your fucking makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit ain't just about what you eat, it's about the environment and the energy that you're taking in too. So when you become a little bit more gentle, emotional, you know, it might come off as you're shy, but you're really just protective of your energy. It's okay to open yourself up to love and really, really be vulnerable. Like, the people that you're about to start connecting with, you can really be yourself. You can be yourself. You can open up. You'll know the difference. You'll know the difference. So we have the Lover's card. Once you open yourself up, once you become more vulnerable to yourself, start creating more healthier routines. We got 7:07 on the clock. It's time for a change. You know, we gotta switch some shit up so that we can come into union with ourselves, and then come into union in relationships, marriage, loving relations with a friend. Like, literally, you're just opening yourself to opportunities to connect so that we can really fulfill, I don't even want to say purpose, but just really fulfill the soul's calling. Like, my soul gets called to speak and show up and be myself. I thought it was something, I don't know why I thought like my purpose was something a little bit more concrete, like you know, like we always feel like we gotta like know what something is on the physical, but it's really like not, like it really is simple. And I like to tell people to go to your inner child. Go back. It's okay to go back. Go back to your inner child. Like, whatever the fuck you used to love as a kid, do that shit. Because everything that I'm doing right now, if I wasn't doing that shit as a kid, I saw something, I liked it, didn't act on it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this shit, and that makes me happy. We can be happy. Okay? And I guess in this shift, this shift that we're coming into, because y'all, like, I don't know, I'm speaking from my own experience. Nothing that I'm seeing around me, like, though it looks the same, like, this shit, I feel like we have more freedom. I feel like I have more freedom to choose, to make better decisions, to be more intentional. You'd be surprised what the fuck you can shake up and change and shift when you're intentional with your manifestations and shit. So yeah, then we have the Queen of Cups. So we have the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Lovers, okay? So like there's a union coming in. Like I started it off with spiritual love. Like there's love in the air, okay? So if you really want that love, I'm only talking to the motherfucking lovers, obviously. If you really want love, you really gotta dive in. You really gotta dive into yourself. So if a motherfucker comes to you trying to like love bomb you or whatever, that it's not gonna look like that. It's gonna be mirrored of you. So your person is literally gonna be doing the same spiritual work that you're doing. Literally the same spiritual work. The same, like it's gonna be so reflective. And I only know this because I'm experiencing it. And Spirit wants me to share it. So yes. And then we have the Six of Cups. Like I said, inner child. We are healing. We have a lot of healing to do. But I'm making it easier for you by expressing that play is the new way. Yep. I want you to buy some bubbles this weekend. I'm gonna buy me some too. And blow the motherfuckers. Okay? Childhood memories may come. I literally just said nostalgia. This era that we're in is hella fucking nostalgia. Y'all see how motherfuckers is dressing now? Motherfuckers is like, it's giving 90s. I mean, I'm a 90s baby, so that is just, we going back, like I say. Okay? Going back with that 6 of Cups. And then this energy, this love energy is coming in very fast. We have the Knight of Swords, okay? So this is a speedy situation or finish. Damn, I wasn't expecting this to get like rated R. But, you know, if you finish last, cool. If you finish first, cool. Like, it's just so much passion here, okay? Coming in fast. And it's gonna be equivalent, like, to the opportunities that are coming your way. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, money improvements. More is coming your way. So when I say more, let's not just look at it as like material things, okay? Let's look at more as in like health, okay? Let's look at wealth from the standpoint of like real wealth, right? I just want to say wealthy, okay? What does luxury look like to you? What does wealth look like to you? Wealth and health is all luxury to me, okay? I'm just rambling, but with this love, like, you're gonna see the opportunities just flood in, like, and it's gonna be so natural, and you're gonna be so pleased, and you're just gonna be so like just content, not even content, but just very like, I don't know, but you're gonna have a peace of mind. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? This is what I want at the end of the day. I always tell myself that before I die, I want to know what peace, I want to be able to give myself peace and know what that feels like for myself. Not with somebody attached to me, not anything outside of me. I wanted to see if I could give myself peace before I crashed out. Okay, so I learned that I could give myself peace. I found peace within me. Thank God, cause y'all will learn. But I haven't always been this way. I haven't always been peaceful. I'm still her. She's just resting. Okay, she cooling. But peace of mind. Oh, the things you can create when you have peace. Like, that's a whole nother energy. And it's so graceful too. I didn't know that this was the work that I was doing. Like, I did, but I didn't. Like, I did, you know? And I'm just like, damn, like, I love myself so much. Like, nothing can stop me from loving myself. And I've actually felt what it felt like, too, for someone to try to pull me out of my own energy. But I'm so knee-deep, seabed deep into the love of myself. Like, this shit really dead, you know? So we got the motherfucking Swan, okay? We got the love. The love is just really out. And I think that's another reason why I didn't want to do this. like months ago, because I was like going through some shit. And I'm just like, I can't be talking about love if I'm not even where I feel like I need to be, you know? So I had to become gentle. We're in a gentle lady era. High priestess, lover girl, gentle, rest. What the fuck? Like, that's what we're metamorphosing into. Okay? And I'm gonna pull one more for, okay? This metamorphosis, this shit is spiritual, okay? Like, if you just love yourself, you will be connected to God. That is the highest vibration, to connect and be a conduit for the Most High God. Okay, so I'm gonna read these. So the swan says, you have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. Like I said in the beginning, all of the frustrations, all the money problems, all the fucking people turning their backs on you and then walking away from you, motherfuckers ghosting you and shit, motherfuckers starting arguments over bullshit, all of that shit is gonna be worth it. Because what you're gonna get after that shit, come back to me and let me know. What did I say? June, July, August? Come back and let me know. Okay? But you gotta do the motherfucking work. Like, don't come back and start talking shit, and then I'm having a conversation with you and you still insecure. You ain't got no routine. You don't have a meal plan. What? Okay? Like, something needs to change. Okay? There needs to be some boundaries. Okay? We're learning our boundaries in this mode, in this cycle. Okay? Open yourself up to the love. The first person may not be it. The second person may not be it. We can't think like, oh, like a person's gonna break my heart. Like, our hearts are meant to be broken and mended together, and to do that same cycle over and over again. That's how we grow. But we can't be no pussies. Like, we can't be no pussy ass human souls. Like, there's too much bullshit going around for us to be some motherfucking pussy ass motherfuckers. Like, the fuck? I'm going all the way. I'm literally showing up doing this shit. Like, I'm going all the way the fuck out. Fuck it. We ball. Okay? Yo, little bitch. And we gotta do it clever. Okay? Being your most authentic self is as clever as this shit can fucking get. Okay? If you've been going through difficult times, it's time to think outside the box to find the solution. It's time to think differently. Whatever you thought that you was doing that was supposed to help you get past whatever you needed to get past, that's not going to work anymore. We need to try something different. We need to tap into spirit. We need to tap into God. We need to meditate. We need to pray. And we need to be consistent with that shit, okay? And I'm talking to myself, too. Though, you know, I get the word in when I get the word in. I got a devotional. You know, sometimes I even channel scriptures and I write them down and I try to understand it and dissect it in a way that makes sense for me. Okay? No, I don't go to church. My church is right here for right now. Hopefully I can find a community of people that think like how I think, and we can make music and have church. Okay? I need a tambourine. Who got a tambourine? Somebody got a tambourine? Okay. Then we have the badger, endurance. So the energy that we hone in on ourselves when we're in hermit, we're building up a spiritual endurance to where whatever we're seeking through God is going to pay off and it's going to show up full form. manifestation, because just based off of how much you believe, how, you know, what your faith is rooted in, you know. Like I said, my faith is rooted in nature. I believe the fuck down in nature. Henceforth, why I can show up in the way that I do. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, and all of these cards I pulled, they all, each different card deck, like they all kind of have the same message, like the messages flowing to each other. So with my Egyptian oracle deck, like I said in the beginning, frustration, the pain. We need to feel the pain. We need to feel the frustration. We need to feel the devastation. We need to grieve. A lot of us, we are not grieving. I don't want to say properly, but we're not grieving and breathing in a way that our souls need. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit builds up into our heart space, and that isn't going to allow you to love yourself, yet alone a partner. So we really gotta dig deep. Like, we really gotta dive deep into what the fuck, like the intentions for real, because I ain't playing no motherfucking games. Motherfuckers be out here playing games and trying to find partners. Meanwhile, I was finding myself. I'm not looking for no partners. Yeah, motherfuckers come out the motherfucking woodworks. But I'm not distracted. When I'm focused on self, when I'm focused on God, I know what's a distraction and what's not. And I really had to learn that. That's something that we're gonna really have to learn and hone in on. Discernment. So yeah, we got devastation and hermitage. Like I say, we going into hermit, really going within, figuring out what God look like for us. Coming into an enlightenment, we have Ra, enlightening. That's what Jesus did, right? He became enlightened. We can too. And we have exploration, 28. Somebody could be 28. Somebody could start exploring when they turn 28. This is also added together. 2 and 8 is 10. So that's like 1 beginning, exploring, going within. That's the enlightenment. Okay. Then we have meditation. And it's the 10 card. Literally going within, meditating and praying. I'm sorry. I get excited because this shit, numbers and everything, like really can simplify things too when it comes to messages. Also, that's what I wanted to say. So yeah, meditation will bring us into the era of like preserving ourselves like fucking jelly. Like, we are sweet now. We cannot just allow everybody to eat this jelly. Because I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Somebody need to listen to that. What's that, Beyonce? Bootylicious? Yeah. They not ready. Okay? Hold on. Can I pause this? Come in. Oh, sorry. I'm making a video. What's up? I did what? Video? Yeah, it's paused. Huh? I said, yeah, it's paused. Okay. Sorry. You're lucky. I wonder if it paused. I don't know. I don't know if that paused or not, but that was my mama. But yeah, so we're preserving ourselves. We're coming into an era of perseverance. Okay. Regal. You know what I'm saying? Royal. We have the stork, okay? The storks symbolizes grace and purity, okay? New beginnings, okay? Birth, nurturing, energy, bro.
I love a stork. Okay. So then, once we preserve, we come into really honing in on the knowledge, okay? Because though we are physical beings interacting with each other, there is a higher knowledge that we are able to tap into. And if we are able to tap into it, it's best for us to, be graceful with yourself. But once you are aware, it is really hard to not be. So this is the result of me being aware and it being hard for me to not, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? So we tap into ta, skill, okay? I be fucking with the teas, I be fucking with the herbs, you know what I'm saying? Yoga, meditation, dance, perfect the craft, okay? Whatever it is, whatever inner child-led energy. If it's inner child-led, turn that shit into a motherfucking skill. You like skateboarding? Tony Hawk that motherfucking thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, we limit ourselves before the world does. That's how much control we have. So when we tap into this skill, we start to tap into the wholeness. This is a holistic ass motherfucking shift, okay? So if you're not drinking your teas, you're not taking your vitamins, cars is just flying out, you're not taking your herbs, like, you're not drinking your water, like, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna struggle. I don't struggle here. Like, a bitch got me fucked. Let me stop cussing. I don't know. Got me fucked up, okay? So we tapped into that wholeness. And when you tap into your wholeness, when you plant the motherfucking seeds, you get the motherfucking fruit. Fruitfulness. And you know what they say about the fruits, y'all? Once the fruit is bared, it is overflow. Like, it's an abundant. Like, it's not just one apple growing on the motherfucking tree. And we got land. That's how I look at my reality. I got land. I got hella trees. Bitch, I got hella apples. And I got plums. And grapes. And cherries. And muscadines. Okay? So, we gotta bask into the fruit. And the fruit is the spirit, okay? And I am a firm believer that the spiritual seeds that we plant, know that you're gonna get the fruit, okay? Through all the frustrations, through all the arguments, through all the motherfuckers ghosting, and I'm saying ghosting, yes, I experienced that shit, and I feel like a lot of motherfuckers in this collective has too, because the energy that we carry, some of these motherfuckers can't hang. And it's telling. So they ghost. They can't face themselves. At the end of the day, you have to be able to face yourselves. You have to be able to face the female principle, the male principle, like the duality of self. Like, we have to be able to, we need to at least be aware. We need to at least be working towards it, at least. But you have some people that could be aware, but could care less because it's too much, like, of coming out of their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? But I literally pulled the 5. It's time for change. It's time for the shift, So, like I said in the beginning, we got that 4 energy. We are really grounding. We've grounded ourselves so much that fruit is bearing. Bitch. The fuck? Like, but we have to remember that. Like, those are the things that this is the reprogramming. These are the affirmations. You know what I'm saying? The fruit, we already have the fruit. The fruit is spiritual, okay? We want to see something tangible so bad first. But it doesn't work like that, okay? Then we have the winter card. Some of y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna see the fruits until the winter, okay? Or it's time for you to go within, which that's what we're talking about. So, time for turning inward, rest in silence. So that's really the gist of this. If you want to get closer to love for another person, love in community, connections, whatever the fuck, you gotta go within and ground within your motherfucking self, so you can know what that you can know what you're attracting, and you can know what you're bringing in. Don't be bringing those scragglies. Like, if you got scraggly energy, you gonna have scraggly motherfuckers around your court. Oh yeah, we have the feminine cycle pop out too. So yes, like the duality. Step towards reconciling with the masculine. It's before you. Women and men. If you're a woman, get on your bullshit. If you're a man, stop being a pussy. And then the feminine cycle. Some of these men, like I said in the beginning, don't feel like it's safe enough to be emotional. Women, we need to be a safe space for men so they can open up and be vulnerable. Okay? And not just people that we, hooking up with or wanting to, just anybody. Like, this is the only way that we're going to be able to connect fully. This is the only way that we're going to be able to be vulnerable. Okay? So, men, it's okay to cry. It's okay to wear pink. It's okay to eat white shit. It's okay to eat mayo and marshmallows. Y'all, people really be out here doing that. And I'm be like, bro, like, y'all really stopping yourselves from a lot of shit mentally. Thinking like that. That's so crazy. That's so crazy to me. Like, you don't eat white stuff. Or, like, men don't be eating pickles because it's shaped like a phallus. And it's just like, boy, you might need to sit a little longer with yourself, sir. But yeah, women, tap into your soft girl beauty, glamour, magic. Okay? Like, this shit is getting real. This is our protection. This is how we bring in the abundance. This is everything. Like, this is literally everything. This is creation. Okay, we're done with that. So, and sacred sexuality. I cannot forget about that. Look, in this spiritual love connection, you're gonna know that is for you when you reconnect with Source. Okay? Because when you reconnect with Source, that's gonna reconnect you with your sensuality. Being aware of your sensuality, how you move, like just being aware how you feel is going to bring you into how you move into your sexuality and how you can connect with another human. And let me tell you, so divine, so aligned. You're not going to even have to think about what to do because you're going to be so fully yourself. That person is going to be so much of themselves. They're just going to accept you just the way you are, exactly where you are. And then you just grow together. And it's just so beautiful. So, yes. So, we actually have a couple more cards. I'm really just getting started with the message. Well, really just laying the message down. You know what I'm saying? If we want love, we really gotta love ourselves, ground ourselves in ourselves, feel the pain, feel the frustrations, and transmute that shit. But if we're not connecting with spirit, we're not gonna be able to connect with our womb. We're not gonna be able to create intentional things, like godly things, like things that can move the world. I don't know. That's what I like to do. What about you? So we got these lover cards, okay? So we have forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love. So, you know, we gotta shed so that we can shift and bring in these new beginnings. Like these new beginnings, these new ideas, new creations, new money. New money? I love new money, okay? And new money, new mindset. Like, it's all linked, you know? So, yeah, like I said, hermit, retreat. Also, with this love, y'all will go on a retreat or like a trip, and it's, or the trip is going to feel like retreat, and it's just going to be so amazing. Y'all, if you made it this far, I can say my trip to Oregon was amazing, and it definitely felt like a retreat. I definitely was booed up, and I just love that for myself. I'm so happy I can bring this energy down and share this with people, because it exists. I used to think that shit didn't exist. That shit exists. So good. I'm like, hallelujah. But yeah, like, but if you want this shit for real, you gotta detach from wanting, like, I never understood how controlling I was. You know what I'm saying? But the things that I wanted to control, it wasn't like manipulative shit. It was innocent shit, but still I wanted to control it. So those are things that I had to understand so that I could push forward. Because I'm just like, fuck, this is what's creating stagnancy? Fuck. Like, shit. So, you know, letting go of control, being codependent. We literally have the codependency card. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So it could be a physical thing, it could be a person. The things that we have to understand that their addictions they exist. One of my addictions is sugar, and I feel like that's a lot of people's addictions. So what do? I try to be a little bit more intentional about the things I intake. Like, I eat hella honey. I be eating these. I wanted to bring these on here. I'm actually gonna eat this shit. It is a Soul Ellie. It's a fruit jerky, y'all. And when I be craving, like, when I be wanting to eat a motherfucking, like, oatmeal pie, I be craving, like, weird fat shit. And I work at a daycare too, so all they got is fucking snacks and shit. These are so good. The mango, they got pineapple, mango raspberry tea. But yeah, the addictions, okay? Motherfuckers is addicted to a lot of things. I'm not gonna call them out. Honestly, I can. Sex, pussy, money, weed, gambling, just wanting endorphins off of things outside of yourself. Like that. Ooh, we gotta be aware of that shit too. Those are things in this cycle we gotta be aware of, because you get in a relationship, about to send you some daddy cakes. Don't send me no motherfucking daddy cakes, nigga. Don't send me no daddy cakes. You wow. But all in all, we are so codependent on so many fucking things. It's good to be aware of it so that when we get into relations, not just intimate relations as in a whole, we get into these relations and we start projecting because something triggers what we were not aware of and we feel attacked. That is poor spiritual hygiene. I've done it before. That's how I know. We have to, and we're getting older. Like, I'm 30. And I'm an entrepreneur. I can't be in spaces, You know what I'm saying? Building my career, like building my brand, like me and my person, you know, we out here, and then something trigger me, like an insecurity or whatever. I gotta know how to hold that shit down. Straight up. I'm not saying that shit don't exist. We get jealous, we feel all these things. But in that moment of us feeling jealous, we have to be able to be like, why? Why? This is personal. Don't take this shit out on nobody else. They ain't did shit to you other than be human. Okay? So, you know, and that's how you free yourself. Go ahead and free yourself. If you want me to talk to me, go ahead and free yourself. Okay? You free yourself and you free your inner child too. Your love life is being affected by children. Your person can have kids, you can have kids. Your love life being affected by kids, that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's just the fact that it may change some things. It may change your perspective. You might start moving different. If it feels good, if it feels God, if it feels like God is good, if it feels like God is good. God to me feels like love. When I sit down, I feel like I ain't got nobody to talk to other than God, and I sit there with myself, I start to feel well. I start to feel the love permeating. If I don't feel like that, I don't want it. Like, miss me with that. Okay? True love. Okay? Kids ain't stopping shit. Ain't shit gonna stop this love. And when I pulled this card was upside down. It says, let your friends help you. Okay? Have discernment. That's all I got for you. Because for me, I just have to have discernment. Like, sometimes I wanted to talk to a friend about something. I am deep within my spirit. If it feels like a no, don't do it. Hell, flip a coin. If it's that hard, okay? Just be graceful and express your love. Why is my cards all bent up? Express your love. In this cycle, be vulnerable. Be as vulnerable as you can be. And if you're having a hard time being vulnerable, I have a tea for that, okay? It's a rooted heart detox. It helps you detox all of the shit, and it opens you up to what your body needs. And it also opens your heart too. It has herbs that can open your heart and your lungs, and also cleans out your intestines. If you want to feel more loving to yourself, if you want to feel and have a calm nervous system, DM your girl, okay? Anyway, those are all the love cards. Oh man, it's giving retreats, and I love that. All right, so we are preparing. We have the preparation card. We finna step into some courageous ass shit. Like, I feel like courage, you know what I'm saying? In order to have courage, you have to have faith. In order to have faith, you have to have the will to know or to feel like having faith is existing for you. Like, that can be an existing thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really have to allow ourselves to do all the things that we're doing. Like, we have to give ourselves permission. This is the preparation. Like, we're preparing ourselves spiritually to build up our faith, to trust in ourselves more so that we can manifest the love that we want, the work that we want, just everything. Okay? And this courage will allow us to be persistent. So this faith, this confidence, this Godfidence, this Godfidence is going to allow us to be persistent, okay? Keep going. You have completed a task that is in alignment with your soul's journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees you and that all of your persistence is paying off. You are being acknowledged. So Spirit brought me on here to let you know that you are being heard, you are being acknowledged, and to keep going, to keep building your faith in Spirit, okay? And again, if you're struggling to build your faith in your spirit, keyword, your spirit, tap into your inner child. Play. Play is the new way. Okay? So duality, like I was saying, feminine, masculine. We have to really think about what masculine energy is. Protecting, boss, work. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? For the masculine. Put that masculine shit on. Put that feminine shit on, okay? Like, we gotta figure out how to make that shit flow. So we have, let's say, embody a feminine aspect, which is creating or being nurturing. In order to be nurturing, we have to ground ourselves and allow ourselves to be gentle, for real, which is through play. So yeah, and the only, like I said, we have to release certain ways of thinking and being so that we can come into the duality and become a little bit, because we have the duality, so we can come into the duality and become a little bit more optimistic. Whew. Yo, you will be surprised at the things that I manifested just for being optimistic in times where I felt like I definitely should not be. But just because of what you're seeing, it doesn't mean that that is your reality. A lot of the times we accept realities that ain't even motherfucking ours, but because we see it and it's around us, we choose it. You gotta be fucked up. So once we build our faith up, we become a little bit more optimistic in the decisions that we make. And just, let's see, successful manifestation of your abundance is near. Higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. Brighter days always come after the darkest nights. Literally, the pain. It always, rain, go away, coming again another day. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the sun gonna shine. The sun gonna shine, okay? And the last card was the abundance. So once we become optimistic and embody faith, the love of God, we will tap into the abundance within ourselves. Our rich spirits, our rich minds, our rich hearts. Like, those are the steps. Those are the steps. I wouldn't tell you nothing that I'm not doing. Also, congestion, third eye blockages, okay? So I think that's why I'm so pulled to do this right now, because I feel like if I allowed this to, I could have been like, oh my God, I sound shitty, and not did that. That is controlling my spiritual, you get what I'm saying? So we really trying to stay optimistic through these times. Couple more cards. We have longing for home. We have the high react. We ready to come home. We're ready to come home within ourselves, within our vessels. It's time. It's time. I guess it's equivalent to when people be like, God is coming back or something. I don't know. It feels like that energy. You You know what I'm saying? We're coming back to ourselves, okay? We're longing. Like, I guess it's equivalent to like when we want love. Like, I want love. Like, I want to be in love. Well, I don't know. This is a collective for the lovers. So, we want to be in love. We're really longing for ourselves. So, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So, grounding. This is the Earth card. We're grounding ourselves in spirit. We've learned how to ground ourselves in the physical plane, okay? Now we need to learn how to be in the world, but not of it, okay? And this is going to put us in the test of times. You're going to come into that space where the time doesn't exist anymore. We are in a divine time right now. So trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Time is not running out. Alright, so we have the Sri Bala card. This is the Shakti deck. Am I saying that right? I might be saying it wrong, but this was the first card. I had a homegirl pull this for me when I was going through one of the first rebirths, and it is connected to like inner child womb healing. So I'm at my full circle. And so now, if you're seeing this, or whenever you see this, you are at that moment. You're meeting me to meet yourself, basically. Like you're starting your circle. Your metamorphosis has reset. That's just what I heard. Yeah. And we're on a double mission. This mission, like I say, is not of the world. We're in it. Now we need to figure out how to navigate being in the world and being in one with spirit. This is a spirit mission, okay? Nothing is ever going to be the same once you accept that everything is happening because your spirit is trying to evolve, okay? Light workers, starseed, serve the world by being yourself. That's what starseeds do. We just show up, we be, exist, and hopes that we can build up on the collective and raise the vibration higher and do some cool shit. Cool intentional shit is happening. It's already happening. So these are my medicine cards. We have the love. Like I said, all the cards is really showing me everything, okay? It's by the end of this card pool, I'm gonna know the energies, okay? It's like a study guide or some shit. Like, yes, love, roses. Literally the first card I pulled was the lily and the rose. So, you know, connecting. We need to connect more. This is really a beautiful card. Blood, it has the blood. Blood really connects us, okay? We have motherwort. These are herbs. You can tap into them, research them. Strength, motherwort, womb healing. You have the hibiscus. Hibiscus tea is really good. If you're pregnant, don't drink it unless you're trying to induce your labor. Hibiscus is connected to joy. So like I said, we need to tap into the inner child joy, tap into play, tap into the higher frequency of love. I really feel like the highest frequency is fucking joy. Like that inner, whatever that the kids have, that inner child joy glee, that is it. And that's the number 14. Number 5, like I said, change. That's what we're coming into. We have nettle. That is what I need. So nettle is really good for sinuses. Needs some of that bad action. Fire is trying to loosen up the agni, the fire within. Obviously, I don't have enough fire in my body. So that's why we drink tea. Most people whose Ayurvedic setup is more gravitated towards like cool, dry. You are probably gravitated towards like grits, oatmeal, warm teas and soups and shit, you know. So then we have the mandrake, sexuality. We was already talking about sexuality, okay? When you start loving yourself more, I know for me, I've not been to a point in my life where I've been able to show up and be my most sensual self and still have grace, but also to be able to talk about it and to express that to other women and men, that it can be done in a sacred way. Like, we don't have to do anything extra to be divine. Like, we can really just be ourselves. So, yes, mandrake. And then milk thistle. For the mothers, really for anybody, but definitely for the mothers, for the womb. Milk thistle. My cycle, my menses just came on today, so I'm about to make me some hibiscus. I think I'm gonna drop me a milk thistle bag, some chamomile lavender, and really just relax and rest. Like I say, rest is always finds me. Like, rest always finds a way to come up in my shit. Okay? We got the Hermit again. We got the Nine of Pentacles again. We are in our abundance. And the last 2 cards I have, these are Oracle cards. I'm actually lying. I actually have these T cards. Super quick though. They are what they say. But we have the Oracle. So some of you could be oracles or looking for an oracle, waiting for important information. So some people could be waiting on some information to come down. You're anxious. You really want to know. When you release that anxiousness and wanting to know, that's when that information is going to come. So if you're looking for guidance and you were fixating on it and then you released it, and then the opportunity is just going to present itself to you. And then we have the mountains. Stand your motherfucking ground. When you know who you are, when you are set yourself up spiritually in love, you can stand your ground. You can stand on